Stop. These 5 words are all you need to end any traffic stop fast and safe. Red and blue lights flash in your mirror. You pull over. The officer walks up and says, "I'm just doing a safety check." Most drivers relax. No ticket, no problem. They roll down the window, start explaining themselves, and hand over far more than their license and registration. But here's the truth. A safety check is not a legal procedure. It's not defined in law. It's a strategy to lower your guard before you realize what's happening. I've studied hundreds of traffic stops, body cam footage, and civil rights complaints. What I found is consistent. Drivers make predictable mistakes. Each one leads directly into the next. Today, I'll walk you through all 5 critical moments and give you the exact words that protect your rights. Watch carefully, because missing even one could leave you exposed in court. And before we start, hit subscribe now so you never miss another video on protecting yourself during traffic stops. Scenario 1. The consensual encounter. You're legally parked at a gas station, outside a store, or on a quiet residential street. The officer approaches and says, "Just a quick safety check," making sure you're okay. Most people instinctively lower their window all the way, smile, start explaining themselves, maybe even apologize for little things, and hand over license and registration. That is exactly what courts call a consensual encounter. You are free to leave. Your words, explanations, and actions are all fully admissible evidence. They can establish probable cause for further questioning or searches. Many people don't realize this. They think, "I'm being polite," or "he seems nice." On camera, you look cooperative, relaxed, and voluntary. That cooperation becomes proof. Your calm explanation turns into permission. The correct response is simple and precise. "Thank you, officer. Am I free to go?" 6 words. Nothing more. If the answer is yes, leave. If the answer is no, calmly say once, "Officer, I do not answer questions without my attorney present. I am complying under protest." Keep your hands visible, stay silent, and let the officer define the next legal step. That's the moment you control the encounter without confrontation. Scenario 2. The welfare escalation. The officer may continue. "Before you leave, can I just verify you're all right? Someone called about your vehicle." Most drivers immediately say, "Yeah, I'm fine," and roll the window fully down. That seemingly innocent action allows the officer a plain view into your car. Papers, bags, or other personal items now fall under observation. What you didn't realize is that even small voluntary gestures can be used to justify the next question, the next request, the next escalation. The correct response protects both your privacy and your legal position. "Officer, I'm fine. I do not need assistance. I invoke my right to remain silent. I do not consent to searches. Am I free to go?" Simple, firm, calm, on camera. If the officer asks you to step out, reply, "Officer, are you asking me or ordering me to step out?" This is critical. If asking, you politely decline. If ordered, comply, then say, "I am complying under protest. I do not consent to searches." This sets the legal record clearly on camera. Social pressure, politeness, or concern for appearing cooperative do not override your rights. Scenario 3. The extended stop. A safety check is over the moment your welfare is confirmed. Anything beyond that requires independent justification. The Supreme Court in Rodriguez versus United States ruled that stops extended beyond their original purpose without new reasonable suspicion are unconstitutional. Officers are trained to normalize these extensions with phrases like, "Just routine, one more thing real quick." Your response on camera: "Officer, it appears the original purpose of this stop has been completed. Am I free to go now?" This forces clarity. Either they let you go or they must articulate a new legal reason. Body cam timestamps will document every extra minute. Even 7 or 8 minutes beyond the original check is enough to challenge the stop. Scenario 4. The emergency bluff. Officers may claim a medical concern to override your protections. "Sir, I need to check on you more closely. You seem disoriented." This is often an attempt to escalate. You remain calm and assertive. "Officer, I am not experiencing a medical emergency. I am conscious, coherent, and not in distress. I am speaking clearly on camera right now. I do not consent to any entry into my vehicle." Am I free to go? Every word counts. Judges and officers see calm clarity as direct contradiction to fabricated emergencies. This is where preparation pays off. Scenario 5. The report reality. Stops end, but reports last. Officers record behavior, perceived nervousness, tone, and hesitation. Your silence, your gestures, even your pause can be documented. Protect yourself with a parallel record. For the record, I was cooperative, calm, and clearly coherent throughout this encounter. I am in full control of my faculties. I do not consent to any searches. This stop is being recorded on my device as well. Creating your own record ensures that future encounters start with documented clarity. Courts have repeatedly cited such parallel documentation as essential in civil rights challenges. Let's recap the setup for every safety check stop. Pull over safely. Engine running. Dome light on if dark. Hands visible. Window down 2 to 4 inches. Hand documents through. Do not open the door or step out unless ordered. Memorize these 4 phrases. Am I free to go? I invoke my right to remain silent. I do not consent to searches, and I want my attorney. Practice them until automatic. Under stress, your preparation will guide you. If this video gave you valuable knowledge, hit like. Subscribe now so this education reaches you before your next stop. Tap the bell. Share this with someone who doesn't know their rights. Subscribe today so you always know exactly what to say and protect yourself every time you drive.